Does we? Now, voting stations across the country, have already opened for those who would like to cast their special votes. The stations across the country will close at 5 p.m. In the evening tomorrow, and for those who will be casting their special votes, SABC News reporter Ulrich Hendriks is in Springbok in the Northern Cape to bring us more details. Ulrich, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Do indicate exactly where you are and what's happening and how the situation is. Are people coming in for the special votes?
Hi, good morning, Simpiwe. Well, we're at Oak Cape in the Northern Cape. That's about 7 kilometers from Springbok. So it's a small mining town. It used to be the hills around this town blessed with a lot of copper. And so in the heydays of this town, a lot of money and a lot of economic activity in terms of the copper industry. That mines have already closed, and so now a lot of these people here are unemployed, they're poverty-stricken, waiting for something to, for a better life. Voting stations here at Oak Cape started when we got here just before 8 o'clock. It was already open. We see teams already ready to be dispatched to go and do home visits for those people registered to vote. We've also seen about 3 or 4 elderly people coming in ready to vote. So everything is ready here at Oak Cape. They are basically the process is running smoothly at the moment. But let's speak to the IEC official in charge of this area. That's Jayed Paulse. And tell us, we're seeing people ready to go out to do those home visits. How many people are you servicing here today and tomorrow?
Ulrich, we've got 258 home visits and 298 voting station visits. We've got 6 teams that we've dispatched, will be dispatched, we already dispatched 2 teams. So in the course of today and tomorrow, we will serve 250, about 500 people casting their special votes.
And especially in this day and age of COVID, I see most of the staff here are wearing full PPE. Extra measures in terms of that?
Yeah, we've prepared, we've got our boxes, and we don't use the markers. We use the earbuds, which we dispose after we mark each voter. So after each voter is marked, we will dispose the earbud. And there's special precautions that we will put in place. And we will keep the 1.5 meter distance for COVID protocol. We've got, you can see in each table, we've got sanitizers, and each staff member do have their mask on.
Are you ready for the 1st of November, 2 days away?
Yeah, we are fully geared. We've got, we are fully staffed, and I think we will operate fully for the 1st of November.
Thank you very much. That's Mr. Losper. He's, of course, the IEC presiding officer here at Oak Cape. Let's just see if we can speak to one of the voters that will be voting. Ma'am, sorry. Tell us just, you are coming to do your special vote. Hoekom het u besluit om te stem?
Ik heb me niet besluit om te stemmen, moest dus jaren moeten stemmen. Voor onze rechten, wat ons moest echt.
En je hebt baie vroeg opgestaan. Hoe voel je om te stemmen?
Nee, ik voel eruit om te stemmen. Dat is geen probleem niet. Ik stem niet. Ik heb het gevoel dat ik wil stemmen. Ons moesten nou maar hier om te stemmen. Dat is al, ja. Daar wil ik nog bij praten. En ik heb reeds vroeg opgestaan, ik nog een pad begrafenis te bijstaan en ik nog aan wacht. En net een beetje geteld met gegeten. Waar je gewacht hebt, want de mensen maken me nou nog klaargemaakt.
Baie dankie mevrou. That was one of the voters. I think she's number 3 in the queue, Simpiwe. Of course, she's saying that she woke up and she decided to cast a special vote because it is a right. She has been doing it since 1994, voting in every election. She's saying she decided to come here today early because she needs to go to a funeral after. But like Mr. Losper said of the IEC, everything running smoothly. We'll be, of course, visiting a lot of small towns here in the Namaqualand, covering the special votes in the run-up to November 1st, when we will give you blow-by-blow coverage of this local government elections. Simpiwe?
All right, Ulrich, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for that update. We'll be crossing back to you a little later on. That was our reporter Ulrich Hendriks speaking to us live from Okip in the Northern Cape. IEC officials are now preparing the Folweni Hall for those who will be casting their special votes today. Ward 95 is a highly contested ward in eFolweni, south of Durban. During ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa's campaign, some community members came to raise concerns about their candidate for councillor. Almost 700 people have registered for special votes in this ward, which is one of the highest number in the province. Officials are preparing to go to homes of those who are unable to go to the designated voting stations. Let's now cross back to our senior reporter, Jayed Paulse, for more. Jayed, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. And just give us a quick update of whether COVID-19 protocols are being adhered to as the special votings started, considering that this is the first election ever in the country's history under a COVID-19 pandemic.
Well, a very good morning to you again, Simpiwe. And earlier on, I crossed for the Folweni Hall, where we saw the IEC electoral officials getting ready to do the home visits. And yes, it's true. We tend to forget that we are in a COVID-19 pandemic, and this is the first time in history that we're having elections during a pandemic. I am at Beauty Matlala's house. I'm just going to ask Lomple to walk in with me. And we are here with electoral officials as well as party agents to observe her casting her special vote. As you can see, I am joined by Slee. Slee is going to be sanitizing Gogo's hands and making sure that she is sanitized and also practicing that COVID-19 protocols. Keeping a distance, obviously, and also running through what exactly is going to be happening right now. The party agents on your screen are behind the two electoral staff members, and they were going to explain to Ms. Matlala what the process is of voting. I'm going to try and put my mic in so we can listen in on the voting, but obviously not capturing her actually casting her vote.
Okay.
So, Slee, if you could just turn her and tell us what exactly is she going to be doing now?
Right now, she's about to vote. She got 2 ballot papers, of which she has to vote to both of them, and then we have to put them in this envelopes as a special voter. We got unmarked envelope, of which we're gonna put both ballot papers, and then we have a marked envelope that you're gonna put in a marked envelope and the unmarked. We take unmarked envelope, we put it in the marked envelope after she finished voting.
And this is the first time there's going to be 2 envelopes that are used, right?
Yes.
Why is that? Is that for security reasons? Can you talk us through how that plays a role in this?
I think it's for the security reason. Please. Sondela.
So the party agents will now be observing this. If you can just explain to the viewers back at home.
Exactly, the party agents are assisting the voter, so that's because she cannot see which party she wants to vote. So right now they are all helping the mom, the girl.
I just want to talk to you. This is the first time that I see, electoral staff in PPE gear. You have your mask on. You practicing also COVID-19 protocols. This is the first time in history that we're actually conducting an election like this. How has it been for you on the ground?
Definitely, it's for the first time in history. And we are uncomfortable wearing this, going around people, helping to go. But you cannot say anything. This pandemic shall pass, and then things will go on as usual. but for us to make sure that people are voting in the correct way.
And then obviously I see there's 5 teams on the ground that's going to be doing walkabouts in this particular area. How many homes are you targeting, your team now on the ground in this area?
10.
So it'll be 10 homes?
Yes, 10 right now.
And then for the viewers back at home, are there names on the list or do you just randomly go to the homes? Have you got a list?
Yes, you got a list. You got a voters roll of the special voters that we're going through.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lee, for running that. And I'm sure a lot of viewers back at home also want to know, how does the voting, the special voting occur? Well, Mamat Lala is actually busy with the voting, but I'm going to run through some of those stats for the KwaZulu-Natal province. We have 5.4 million votes that will be cast from today until Monday. Special votes are sitting at 167,000. And then votes to be cast at the station, 77,730, and home visits, 94,000. So home visits are very, very high in KwaZulu-Natal compared to people actually going out to voting stations. And we're going to be trailing with the electoral staff members as well as the party agents as they go to the different homes and allow people, those special votes, to be cast and bring you rolling coverage on this Simpiwe. It's been very fascinating to see all of this play out behind the scenes. And like Slindile was saying there, this is the first time, we can't forget, this is the first time that we are actually having elections during a pandemic. Simpiwe.
All right, Jayed, lovely chatting to you. Thank you so much for joining us at this hour. We'll be back with you a little later on. That was a reporter, Jayed Paulse, speaking to us live from Folweni in KwaZulu-Natal.